Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Rebecca. Today we'll be going over chapter 6 of Throne of Glass. So I do have my notes here with me today because I haven't gone over them much. From what I'm seeing, chapter 6 is a lot shorter than the previous chapter was. Less stuff to go over in general. So after 2 weeks of our party of Celaenas, Prince Dorian, Captain Westfall, and their entourage traveling, we finally get to a point in the book where we're at a hillside and we get a peek at Rifthold. The image that portrayed here is the castle, not so much the entire city. And of course, the castle is very important when we're talking about the development of this story. Why? Because of course, the title of the book is Throne of Glass. However, not only is our book titled Throne of Glass, the castle itself is supposed to be made out of glass, at least the newer portion of the castle. We do see an old portion of the castle, which was, of course, stone and mortar. That is the bottom part of the castle, and supposedly the castle has these super tall spires. It just seems to be soaring in the air. It's transparent, you can see through, and it's just enormous and towering. And remember, we're like set in Middle Ages, so that is terrifying, of course. And when our party gets to this point, Prince Dorian, he wants Celaena and Captain Westfall to be able to see the castle. So he goes back towards where Captain Westfall is escorting Celaena, of course, because she's an assassin, and keeping her and Dorian apart has been kind of his mission this whole time. The description we're given about the castle, I'm going to read that to you. I'm going to take a little pause real quick because last time I didn't. All right. It was gargantuan, a vertical city of shimmering crystalline towers and bridges, chambers and turrets, domed ballrooms, and long, endless hallways. It had been built above the original stone castle and cost a kingdom's wealth to construct. Okay, so that's the description that we get of the castle itself. We also get some more backstory on Celaena, her time at Endovir, the special treatment she received, and then of course, since we're seeing that special treatment, then we get taken back a little bit into her PTSD that she's still dealing with because she awakens from a nightmare of being buried alive in one of the mass graves. And then, of course, we do get a brief POV from Prince Dorian. He notices that after she awakens from her nightmare, that she just stays sitting, staring up at the stars, and she looks at the stars as if the stars are staring back at her. And of course, this makes Dorian want to get to know Celaena a little better, but he also knows logically that she is an assassin and she is only doing this for herself, her freedom, and nothing more. All right, so that is the end of chapter 6. Chapter 6 was pretty quick. We will be back here tomorrow to go over chapter 7. 7's even longer, so I do believe we are starting to get into the longer chapters. This means that our videos are going to be a lot harder to summarize most of the time. There are a few short chapters and then things just get longer again. All right, guys, so it's been a pleasure to see you all today. See you next time. Bye.